What's up, B2? Capital G here. Got an absolutely ridiculous and at the same time utterly disgusting duel for you guys to check out. In fact, this isn't so much a duel as it is just one super degenerate play. And oh my goodness, the guy at the top is definitely going to feel it. I'm talking about, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs, times like 50? It's going to be pretty damn epic. Well, epic for the guy at the bottom anyways. And honestly, guys, memes aside, I think it's time to stop. Like, it is actually time to stop Gildagra. This card might be ban worthy for real. I'm talking like this is my level eater 2.0, guys. I'm getting ahead of the curve. I think that I'm just next level once again. Gildagra is actually a broken card. Now, the thing about Gildagra is it's supposed to be balanced by the fact that technically, in most cases, you can only use the card twice in a duel because it costs you 3,000 life points. Now, in tag duels, and I've shown duels before where, like, you know, as a tag duel and Gildagra can be used like 5 turns. It's ridiculous in that sense, but you know, tag duels aren't official duels. They're more or less just for entertainment purposes, so you can kind of throw that out there. But what if there was a way to basically mitigate the life points paid with Gildagra? Most people would probably say, oh yeah, it's definitely broken, and Gildagra never really needed to be a hard once per turn because it always had that high life point attachment to it, and you're basically at, you know, usually in Yu-Gi-Oh! You got that 8,000 static life points unless you know, gain life points somehow. But in general, this card is actually incredible, and I'm going to show you guys how this card is just going to absolutely take over a duel. Now, because this is an FTK, you do need some combo pieces. As we get to those, I will point them out, of course, and I'll explain it. And I will tell you now, go ahead, grab some marshmallows, get some hot chocolate. This is going to take a while, so let's go ahead and roll it. I believe Flute of the Summoning Kuriboh is up first. Get yourself to Kuriboh, activates Hand Destruction. He actually gets 2 of the perfect cards that he needs, Insect Imitation and then Hidden Armory. This combo does require an equip card, but don't worry, we don't even have to normal summon. Normal summon is irrelevant, man. That's outdated Yu-Gi. It's 2018. We don't need no stinking normal summons. He's going to get those tokens, you guys know, in Master Rule 4. 5 tokens is basically like, you know, getting Exodia at this point because you just link spam all day. Goes for Link Kuriboh. Here comes Needle Fiber to get Glow Up Bulb out of your deck. This is not really a Needle Fiber type play, but Needle Fiber is helpful, and this is what you actually want to make. You want to make Riplo Docus, and this is a very important card. Now you're going to activate Insect Imitation, and this is going to get you your Gildagra. It's level 2. You can actually give up one of the tokens, and this equip card is the specific card that you need. It's Telekinetic Charging Cell. Now this card says equipped only to a psychic monster. You do not have to pay life points to activate its effects. Now, some of you guys are like, oh my god, Cap G, you trolling. Gildagra ain't even a psychic monster. It's an insect monster, you digital dummy. Aha. But that's when this link monster comes in. This monster says you can activate one of these effects, declare one monster type. All face-up monsters this card points to become that type until the end of the turn. Are you getting how this play works now? You're going to turn Gildagra into a psychic monster. That means that you can now activate what she's going to do. Gildagra is now a psychic monster. This means that you can now activate Gildagra's effect infinitely, and you do not have to pay any life points. And the thing is, with Herald of the Arclight, obviously you can search ritual cards, and then some people might be like, oh, you're gonna run out of extra. No, you won't, because Omega puts the cards back in your extra deck. So now you basically have an infinite loop, and from here some people might actually understand what's going to happen, but what you're actually trying to do is you're trying to ritual summon Evil Gishki Zilgagons, and once you get 2 of those on board, then you can actually go for the Rail Cannon Gustav Max, and you can, boom, shoot your opponent with that giant cannon, and your opponent takes 2,000 life points. Now, what you do, because you only, I mean, once you have your Gustav Max, you're like, oh, Cap, well, the combo's up. No, it's not. You just activate, you send Nethys to the graveyard, you blow them up, and then you Omega them all back into your extra deck. And you just repeat this process 4 times. It's a long process, don't get me wrong. This shit takes a very long time, but after doing that 4 full rotations, you actually win the duel. So the rest of this duel is basically going to be him repeating the process. As I said, it takes a long time because every time you send Herald of the Arclight to the grave to get a piece, you have to Omega it back. So this is one of the longest FTKs I've ever seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! So at this point, since I don't really need to commentate this anymore, this is one of the few times that I can just talk freely. So how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Hopefully you guys are doing good, enjoying the videos and whatnot. I'm looking for some anime suggestions. I keep seeing things about this anime. What is it? Goblin something, Kill Goblins, Goblin Rage. You guys know the damn show. A lot of people are saying that it's like Berserk. And I hear, like, I don't know. I wonder if it's really a good show or if it's just because there's a rape scene in the show. I've never heard of an anime well, no, actually, I'm trolling. Berserk had a rape scene too. So, but let's just say it's very seldom that you hear about a rape scene in an anime, which is just absolutely crazy. And it's a goblin, I guess, raping like an elf or some chick or something like that. I wonder if the show's good or if it's just because of the rape scene that everybody's just kind of like shocked and whatnot. But I might watch that show. But if you guys have any other suggestions, no JoJo Part 5 because I'm not done with Part 4 yet. And I'm not one of those, you know, anime, one of those weird anime people who watch like shows before they finish another show. I'm not going to do that, but I'll definitely watch Golden Wind before the end, maybe before the end of the year. I'm not sure if I'll finish Diamond is Unbreakable by the end of the year, but I'll definitely watch it soon enough. But yeah, I'm just looking for some good anime. Right now, I'm watching Case Closed, aka Detective Conan. I've already seen all the dubbed episodes. Like it's like 105 episodes of Case Closed, but I'm just rewatching it again because I really enjoy the show. Man, this combo is still not. This is what I mean. This combo is still not done, even though I just started randomly talking about anime. If this video ends up being 10 minutes long, I don't want anyone being like, "Yo, Cap G stretching videos again." Typical scumbag Cap G. I'm not stretching this video out. This combo just takes a long time. Can I get a rest in pepperonis to the guy who was a very good sport at the top? He sat through this entire combo despite the fact that he knew he had absolutely zero chance of winning this duel. Yo, you are a very good sport, man. Your name is Muramasa, big props to you. And for Karma, you degenerate playing this deck. Karma's gonna get you, man. You shouldn't be playing this deck. And you know what? I'm gonna actually show you guys how you can play this deck right now. I'm gonna pause, show you guys what the deck looks like. Okay, so here's what the deck looks like on paper, and holy crap, this deck is even more degenerate than I thought, because I believe that there's actually another FTK in this deck, not just with Gustav Nax, but I believe it has to do with, and I'm not 100% sure of this, but I'm pretty sure that it has to do with Temple of the Kings. Temple of the Kings lets you activate one trap card the turn that it was set. I believe what you do is you activate Temple of the Kings, and then you activate your Type 0 Magic Crusher. It says discard one spell card from your hand, inflict 500 damage to your opponent's life points. You know what? I feel like I am almost like 100% sure that this is an original DM card. I remember playing, or not playing this card, but seeing this card when I was like a teenager, and you can even tell the way that the card reads, where it says to your opponent's life points. It reads kind of weird, like kind of really old, before they had like, you know, text where they'd say like LPs and stuff like that. But I believe what you do is once you get your setup, you can basically constantly send advanced ritual art to the graveyard, and then use Del Gagra, the, you know, Omega back into your deck, and then you send your Herald of the Arclight to the graveyard. So considering you can infinitely get advanced ritual art, you should be able to pitch that card to the graveyard. I'm not sure, would that take longer than going for Gustav Nax? I think that process might be a little bit quicker, but I'm not sure that it's a lot quicker. Now, because this is a standard cheese deck, you're going to have, you know, your Called by the Graves and your Red Reboots. Maybe Red Reboot excuse me, could be moved up to 3, just because, you know, you don't want to lose to traps with this deck at all. Anything is irrelevant. Paying half your life points is basically irrelevant in this deck. You just essentially want to make sure that your opponent has no way of defending themselves. That's why Called by the Grave is always ran in these decks. But honestly, Called by the Grave is like ran in like every deck right now. Now, there are no real normal summons in this deck. I think, as far as I can tell, these pendulum cards, like the pendulum scales, are only ran to pendulum summon. This is the only thing that I can think of if you like need to. Well, what are you pendulum summoning though? I'm trying to think, because you're not going to be able to pendulum summon Geldagra or Karibo. So I have no idea what you would pendulum summon in this case. Would you pendulum summon the shadow monsters? These are like the only, because everything else is like a low level tuner, or obviously like Gishki, you know, Zilgagas, that's like a high level monster. So I'm not 100% sure why the pendulum scales are even in here, or if they're really necessary. I get the shadow part Shadow Beast is a card that you can force to the graveyard, and it basically counts as like an upstart in that case. Or if you're going second and you Shadow Fusion from your, you can activate Shadow Fusion, you know, and then use it from the deck, and it gets you an upstart and the Winda. And I guess you would probably use the Winda for a link material in that case. Just give her up and give another monster up and basically like link summon. But I'm not 100% sure why these monsters are really in here. Maybe you don't need the Shadows. Maybe you can run other cards like Upstart Goblin. I mean, you're going to infinitely burn your opponent anyways once you get your combo off, so I guess you should just try to make the deck as consistent as possible. But I actually do like the fact that there is kind of like an alternate win condition, just in case, I don't know, one of your Zilgagoths gets banished or something like that. If your Herald of the Arclight gets banished, then you lose, because there's no way of getting that card back from the banished file. Oh, and I thought of the anime name. I'm pretty sure the anime is called Goblin Slayer. You guys tell me, is that a good anime to watch? The reason why I'm not watching like My Hero Academia and Attack on Titan is not because I don't like those shows. I've seen all the episodes of Attack on Titan season 1 and 2 and My Hero Academia season 1, 2, and 3. It's just I don't like to watch animes as they're like running and they're episodic. I like to basically kind of watch them all. What's the word? I think marathon. Yeah, I like to basically marathon all my animes where I can just kind of watch. If I want to watch 5 episodes in a day or 10 episodes in another day, I kind of want to do that. I don't want to have to wait a week to watch a new episode of anime. But yep, this is what the deck looks like on paper. It's completely degenerate, and I absolutely love it. Gale Dogra, guys, most ban-worthy card of 2018 Kappa. No, seriously though, this card is actually ridiculous. All you had to do is just find a way to make this card not have to pay life points, and it actually becomes like just ridiculously broken. But whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily videos, and check out these other videos I know you'll enjoy.